Hey everyone, it's Elsie here, and I have a process video for you today for citrus twist kits. The blog post went up yesterday, but because technology just seems to hate me at the moment, I couldn't get it up in time. So, yeah, better late than never, I hope. um, so, yeah, let me just quickly talk about the inspiration behind this layout. The kit is called Emerson. It's November's kit, and it's named after Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he was the bloke that said like live for the journey, not the destination. So I went with that kind of theme for this layout, and then I really like all the kind of like geometric pattern like motifs throughout the kit, so I was kind of thinking along those lines, like triangular, like very angular angular lines, and yeah, this is what I came up with. It turned out completely differently than I thought. I was going to go for like the really bold and graphic look, so like very kind of, I don't know, not me. But then it just kind of ended up becoming more me. um yeah, so stitching happened, and then like butterflies and sequins, so yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the inspiration behind this layout. So because I was thinking like geometric kind of patterns, then I thought kind of, because the kit's all about like being outdoorsy kind of, I think, and yeah, so that's when I just thought like triangular mountains. So that's kind of the look I'm going for. As you can see, I'm just drawing mountains, putting a little strip down the side because that kind of makes it look a bit more 3D, I think. Yeah, I did debate doing like snow-capped mountains, and then I decided like, nah, let's just go for that graphic look. And I didn't stitch on the mountains, which I'm kind of surprised about, because I stitch on everything, but I stitched around the big triangle, so that's, yeah, I did stitch somewhere on this layout. Yes, debating it there. um, so yeah, I really like the way this looks. It looks completely different to how I imagined it, but I don't know, I think it works. I was kind of surprised at myself. So using this gorgeous Reset Girl paper, can't remember what it's called, but yes, it's lovely. I'm not really keen on the other side, if I'm being honest, like the creamy white side, because the cream is more like yellow. And I just couldn't make it, I just haven't been able to make it work with anything. We shall see. I've got like a couple more layouts in this kit left. So yeah, I also raised the whole thing up on some foam, not foam, cardboard, because I didn't want to use all my foam. And then I had cardboard lying around, so I just used that. And before anyone says anything, I don't know whether it's acid free. Probably not, is it? But it'll be fine. I think it will work. And it's not behind a photo or anything like that, so I'm not really too fussed about, I don't know, longevity of things. If it survives, it survives. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I have photos of it, it's fine. So, my photo. Yeah, I went a bit different because I had that 3x4 photo, and I thought that worked quite well because it's like me being a dork and standing underneath a signpost. But then because I don't know, the square likeness of the photo, or the rectangularness, yeah, it looked too blocky. So I thought, okay, let's just try it. I'll just cut round the photo, like cut round the silhouette of me and the signpost, and just pop it in there, and it worked really well. I think it looks really fun and kind of sort of pop arty, I think. Yeah, I don't know, it just works. So, something a bit different. I think it's a bit old school. Anyway, as you can see here, I'm making some trees. as you do. And I thought I'd do some fringing because I wanted to give a bit of texture to them. And I chose a paper from Fancy Pants, and it's cool. It's from the Golden Days collection, and it's got this like minty and white checkery kind of pattern. And yeah, I thought that would look quite nice because I didn't want to go for green. There is green and like green paper in the kit because I didn't want it to look like Christmas trees. Yeah, so I really like the way they look. They're a bit, that was the bit actually that took the longest in this layout to do, just the fringing, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I made sure that the it was quite like small strips of fringing, and then they were like quite close together, just so that I could like cut them into triangular shape, and I think that worked pretty well. So yes, sticking everything down, some more foam, and these stickers I am literally obsessed with. They are, I think, honestly, the most beautiful stickers, or some of the most beautiful stickers that I've ever used. They're like this copper glitter, and they're so nice. I can't get over them. They're from the Chanel Go Now Go collection, I think it is, and yeah, it's got like travel-y things, phrases on it, but it's just the most beautiful, beautiful, yeah, fonts and colour, and I'm obsessed with it. So, as you can see at the top as well, I punched out and made like a little moon and some stars, and that paper was from my stash. It's just plain gold glitter paper, and I think I might get some more glittery paper. Anyway, side note. But yes, so that I'm mixing kind of metals and that kind of thing, and I honestly don't mind. I quite like mixing metals. I know like that's kind of a controversial point, but I think it looks really nice. Yeah, and it's, I don't know, I just think it works, to my mind anyway. And I was debating how to do the title, because so the thicker phrase, the journey thing, is from the thicker pack, but obviously they didn't have the whole phrase, so then I was like, do I type it, do I write it? I ended up stamping, using these like typewritery font stamps that I have. I think they were from Paper Chase or something. Yeah, just because I wanted that to look. And I don't own a typewriter, and I don't want to print them because it doesn't look as, I think, kind of rusticy, sort of, you know, bit more organic, I guess. Bit more higgledy-piggledy. Higgledy-piggledy is like literally one of my favourite words. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, I also am kind of obsessed with the stamp sets we get in each kit. They're like 2x3 stamp sets, and they're like jam-packed full of things. So yeah, I'm using some vanilla Versacolour ink and just stamping random pieces all over the bottom half just to give it a bit more texture. I also did my usual thing of adding sequins and some enamel puffy dot things, and I'm done. So I'm going to be around a lot this next week. I've got a lot of videos planned, so I shall see you then, guys. Bye!